Hiya, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. A few weeks ago on my channel I did a video on 5 things to let go of to become your happiest self. If you haven't yet seen that video, I highly recommend you go and check that one out first, as today's video kind of goes along with that one, as now we've figured out how you can sort of get to grips with your emotions, become the happiest version of you. I thought I would do a video on how you can start to truly live the life that you want to lead. The happiness video seemed to do really well and you guys seem to enjoy it, so hopefully you'll also find today's video useful. So the first thing is start putting yourself first. I don't mean this in any kind of selfish way, and putting yourself first is by no means selfish. Yes, there are those situations where it's sometimes better to put others before yourself, but then again there are those situations where you will find yourself putting others before you, when in fact it'll actually be better for you to put yourself first. It's easy to get carried away with helping others out, help them reach their goals, which is amazing, but sometimes when you do that, you forget to take care of yourself, you forget to reflect on what you want and what you want to do. So before making any kind of set decisions, it's often a good idea to ask yourself, will this serve me in some kind of way? If I choose to help them out first before myself, will it actually be mentally beneficial for you, or will it actually do you more bad than good? And if it's doing something that mentally won't benefit you or may even put you down, then those are the kind of situations where you need to start letting your own decision go first and putting yourself first, so that you can start working on yourself and also help yourself get closer to your own goals. The second tip is stop wishing and start doing. It's so easy to think when a certain situation happens or when the right moment arrives, I'm gonna start doing this, I'm gonna take that leap of faith and I'm gonna do it then. However, more often than not, that right moment will never arrive and you'll never start on a journey of something that could be amazing. When you start putting your sort of dreams and ideas into action, sometimes the most amazing outcomes can happen. So setting goals and having dreams and ambitions is great, but if you're not actually going to take action upon them and do anything about it, then you're never gonna get there. It takes a lot of time and effort to get to the places and get to do the things that you want to do and make the changes that you want to make. So having the idea is one thing, but actually putting it into action and setting out steps to achieve it is a completely different thing. And it's often those people who decide to just take the risk and just go for it no matter the outcome, who end up with the better outcomes and end up succeeding with what they want to do in life. Even if it may seem risky at the time, and even if it doesn't go the way that you wanted it to, I'm sure something will have come out of it, even if it just turns into a learning experience. If there is something that you're truly passionate about and truly want to do, just go for it and you never know what might happen. The third tip is don't rely on others for validation. This kind of goes along with the first one, where often we will base our decisions off of what others think or what they think is the right thing for us to do. Or even if we achieve something for ourselves and we feel happy about it, but then others sort of might make fun of it, or they don't see it as a big thing and they don't sort of congratulate you in the way that you were hoping, it can put you down and it can make you feel like maybe the thing that you achieved wasn't as good as you thought it was. Or as well with even starting on a new goal or setting yourself a goal, sometimes we rely on others to validate it and say, yes, you've got this, you will get there, or no, that's never gonna happen, and we let that affect our ultimate decisions and what we choose to do. However, if it's just something that sits right with you, it feels right, and something that you really want to do, despite what others think, despite whether they agree with it or not, obviously given that it's legal, then there's no harm in just going out and doing it. Even if it may cause a little bit of friction or a couple of arguments along the way, at the end of the day, if it gets you closer to where you want to be, you don't have to rely on others to tell you that you can do it when you know that you can yourself. And also, if you're constantly relying on others to sort of make your decisions and tell you what's right and what's wrong for you, then one day maybe those people won't be around, or you may even move away from them, or just something might happen where they're no longer there to validate your decisions and tell you what's wrong and what's right, and it will become a lot harder to make your own decisions and kind of know who you are as a person as well. So learning that early on and learning to go to people for advice when you need it, listen to their advice and take it on board, but then also have your own influence on top of that too, can really make such a big difference. The fourth tip comes back to setting goals, and that is not only set the goals, goals, but map out exactly how you're going to get to them. So as I said earlier, it's all very well having a goal, but until you actually start putting in the action and the steps to get there, you're unlikely to achieve it. So when you set a goal, rather than just having it and knowing what it is, actually take time to think about what can you do now to get there? What can you do next month? What can you do next year? Or even what can you do tomorrow that'll help you get that little bit closer to the goal. Map out stages of how you're going to progress towards it. One, that can make it seem so much more achievable and manageable, and two, it will help you know exactly how you're going to get there and make the whole process of achieving your goals and getting to where you want to be in life a whole lot easier. If you just kind of wing it along the way, sometimes it will have great outcomes, and sometimes things will happen along the way that you just didn't even think would happen. But then other times it may take you a lot longer to get there. It'll take a lot more of kind of trial and error to get you going in the right direction. Whereas if you actually take a moment to think about what you can do now, and then if you do it, does it work? Has it got you close to that goal? Then think about the next step and go about it in that way. It'll become so much easier to get to where you want to be. And my fifth tip is to reflect on your achievements and know what went well and what didn't. It's so easy when we're setting goals for ourselves, or we have these ideas about where we want to go in life and what we want to do, that when we reach these sort of milestones and we achieve our goals, we just think, great, that's that one done, move on to the next. However, we don't often take the time to think about it, sort of take it in for a moment, congratulate ourselves first and foremost for getting there, because it's amazing that you've got to where you want to be, but then also reflect on your journey of how you got there and what worked well along the way, so that you know you can apply those things later on in life when you want to achieve other similar goals, or sort of an extension of that goal to get you even further with it. And also think about the things that didn't work and what you could have done differently and what you can change, so that in the future, again, when it comes to achieving your next goal or your next step, you'll know what approach to take and how you can reach that goal sooner. So that is everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you have found it useful and it's kind of inspired you in some way to go out there, do what you want to do, and to reach your goals and just really get to where you want to be in life. Like I said, if you haven't checked out my 5 things to let go of to become the happiest version of you, definitely go check that one out. I'll link it down below in the description, as I did on screen earlier as well. If you did enjoy this video, or it's inspired you in some way, or you found it useful, be sure to smash a big thumbs up on it, and also be sure to click on that little red subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel, as well as tapping on that notifications bell so you're notified whenever I upload. If you also have any other sort of video topics like this that you would like me to do, definitely let me know down below in the comments, as I really do hope that they're helping some of you in some kind of way. So definitely let me know what other things you would like to see, and I will see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!